tikulandireninso ku chigawo chino cha masana pompano pa Parliament Broadcasting pamene tikupitiliza kukupatsirani zokambirana za aphungu a nyumba ya malamulo lero lachinayi pa 23 July 2026. mchigawo cha kummawaku aphungu anafunsa mafunso kupita ku maunduna oona za maphunziro komanso za ulimi, pomwenso tinaona wapampando wa komiti yoona za ulimi kupereka ripoti lokhudza kukonzeka kwa bungwe la NFRA pa nkhani ya chakudya pomwe pali nkhawa ya njala kamba ka El Nino. Posachedwa apa aphungu akhala kupitiliza zokambirana zawo, tiye tikhale limodzi. Welcome to the afternoon segment of the live coverage of the third ordinary meeting in the 52nd session of Parliament, today the 23rd of July 2026. Before breaking for lunch, the House took questions on notice to Ministers of Agriculture and Education for oral replies. The House heard a report on the NFRA's preparedness to ensure that the country is food secure amidst reports of a looming El Nino. The House will resume shortly for this afternoon's business. Let us cross over to the chamber for a continuation of the day's deliberations. You're with me, Rachel Gonani.
Good afternoon. Yes, Deputy Leader.
Good afternoon, Right Honorable Speaker. As we continue with business, government business, I would want at this juncture to guide that we continue to tackle questions for oral replies under Minister of Education, Science and Technology, and we do have question 224. I would like to submit, Honorable Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for that guidance, Deputy Leader. We now go to question 224, going to Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, coming from Blantyre City, Chichiri, Mrs. Constituency. Honorable Blantyre City, Chichiri, Mrs. He's not in the house. Yes, Minister.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, I think that in going to question 224, we have skipped several questions that are on the order paper. Starting, I did 205 at the beginning, there's 206, 207, 208. So I think members thought that their questions were not coming this afternoon. So if we could go to 206, maybe the member could be here. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes, Deputy Leader.
Right Honorable Speaker, let me say that I made a mistake. I did not see the other side of this page. So allow me to make that correction and to say that we should proceed with the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology with the questions 206, 207, 208 in that order until we get to the end. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Deputy Leader. Indeed, that's in order. Let's now go to question 206, coming from Cholo Goliati. Honorable Cholo Goliati, please confirm. You have the floor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise to confirm the question appearing on today's order paper under my name, question 206. It is indeed coming from the people of TA Ngolongoliwa, TA Shimaliro, TA January, TA Chidoti, sub-TA Nteta, sub-TA Kamoto, and sub-TA Mangazi from Cholo Goliath. I submit. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Cholo Goliati. Please greet our senior chiefs for us. Honorable Minister of Education, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I am pleased to respond to the question from the Honorable Member of Parliament from constituency number 1. Mr. Speaker, sir, the honorable member's question is in 2 parts. The first part was to ask the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology to consider constructing a boarding facility at Matapwata Secondary School. The honorable member says Matapwata has only one feeder. Matapwata is only one feeder of 18 primary schools in the Goliath zone. Hence, students selected walk a long distance. Some cover over 20 kilometers to go to school. Let me thank the honorable member for Cholo Goliath for her question. Mr. Speaker, sir, just for the record, Matapwata Secondary School currently has 14 feeder primary schools, not 18. Nonetheless, even 14 is a lot of feeder schools. Having said this, Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to inform the August House that my ministry is aware that many secondary school learners, particularly girls across the country, face significant challenges in accessing education due to long distances they travel to and from school. In the case of Cholo Goliath, some learners from Makandi and Namjodi primary schools travel as far as 16 kilometers one way every day to access secondary education at Matapwata Day Secondary School. Mr. Speaker, sir, such long distances negatively affect learners' attendance, punctuality, academic performance, and retention, while also exposing girls to risks such as gender-based violence, harassment, exploitation, and early pregnancies. The construction of girls' hostels would significantly mitigate these challenges. Furthermore, the initiative of constructing a hostel is consistent with the National Girls Educational Strategy, which advocates for interventions aimed at improving girls' enrollment, retention, completion, and transition by providing safe and supportive learning environments. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am reliably informed that the Matapwata Secondary School has adequate land already earmarked for this project, which is a welcome development. In light of the above, I wish to encourage the honorable member to engage Cholo District Council to incorporate the project in the district's development plans and to consider funding through the Constituency Development Fund, which is currently supporting infrastructure development across various sectors. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me assure the honorable member that my ministry will continue to engage development partners and other stakeholders to identify sustainable interventions that improve access to secondary education for learners in underserved areas. Now, the second strand of that question, the honorable member was asking the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology to construct a full primary school to serve communities under TH Malilo where learners travel long distances to school. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to sincerely thank the honorable member of Parliament for Cholo Goliath for this pertinent question. My ministry is aware that learners in communities under TH Malilo travel long distances to access primary education. There is indeed a need for a primary school to serve learners at Stepe Village. Currently, Stepe Village is located approximately 9 kilometers from Likwezembe Primary School to the east, 8 kilometers from Nangombe Primary School to the north, 11 kilometers from January Primary School to the south, and 12 kilometers from Nanchefu Primary School to the southwest. Mr. Speaker, sir, this problem makes most learners to begin going to school after the age of 6, which later makes them feel out of place in school because they are older than their classmates. rendering them drop out school early. Such a situation is against one of the national education sector investment plans of providing equitable access to basic education. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to inform the honorable member to consult the Education Service Committee at Cholo District Council to assess the situation and make recommendations to open a new primary school at Stepe. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Education. We now go to supplementary questions, starting with Salima Central. Salima Central, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. Just a correction, that is Salima Central West. I think my gadget needs to be worked on because quite often I'm being identified as Salima Central. Yesterday I was even identified as Zomba Central West. So can it be looked into? Good afternoon once again, and greetings from your chief, Senior Chief Maganjira, and he extended an invitation to you to come and visit him. He has picked that you are a very good-hearted person. Right, Honorable Speaker. He has picked up your good heart and is inviting you to go to Mbenje Islands just to spend a day and appreciate the nature there where we are taken care of. My supplementary question to the Honorable Minister of Education concerns the model ICT laboratory infrastructure. I have a facility at Matenje Community Day Central School. It got commissioned, whose project has not started off. And I think we are supposed to benefit from the second phase of 118 ICT laboratories. It has stalled, nothing is happening. And I want to inquire through you, Speaker, when should we expect the commencement of the construction of Matenje Community Day Central School ICT laboratory? Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Salima Central West, for those kind words. Definitely, I also would love to come and visit, and we'll make a program for that. I know Salima Central West is also home. We now go to Chitipa Central. You have the floor.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the great people of Chitipa Central to ask a supplementary question. Mr. Speaker, the introduction of free education in primary and secondary schools, especially where parents are not contributing anything in primaries, has increased the enrollment in schools. As such, I would like to request the Minister of Education to consider recruiting up to 18 primary school teachers to strengthen the human resource so that when the primaries will be opening, we have enough teachers in primary schools. I submit, Chair. I submit, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Chitipa Central. I want to hear the voice of Baraka Mulunguzi. You have the floor now.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Good afternoon to you. Thanks for granting the people of Baraka Mulunguzi constituency an opportunity to speak in this August House. I stand to make a maiden speech this afternoon. Baraka Mulunguzi constituency is a newly demarcated constituency made by joining the former Baraka South and Balaka West constituencies. It is the biggest constituency in Balaka district now. Thanks to the Almighty God for making the dream of becoming a member of parliament now a reality for me. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to congratulate our president, His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, for winning the 16th September election with a landslide. His victory was and still is a victory for the whole country. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would also like to thank my beautiful wife, Mrs. Elizabeth Makumula, my daughter Lynn Maria, Mrs. Shinema and the Shinema family, Mr. and Mrs. Kalenga, the Jumbi family, the Nguira family, Senior Chief Tantunya and all the TAs, the churches and the clergy, and all those who voted for me. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to thank our president, His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, for adjusting the CDF upwards from 200 million to 5 billion kwacha annually. This is enough money to start infrastructure development projects in Balaka Mulunguzi constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, since attaining independence in 1964, there has never been a tarmac road in our constituency. Because of this, there hasn't been any meaningful economic development in the constituency. However, the time has now come for us to start fixing and transforming Balaka Mulunguzi constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, first and foremost, using our CDF, we are going to start rehabilitating Balaka Shire North Road via Nkaya Trading Center. We are going to purchase earth-moving equipment such as a motor grader, a water bowser truck, a roller, backhoe loader, wheel loader, and a tipper truck in order to start fixing our roads. We will fix broken bridges, install culverts, gravel our roads, and this will eventually improve transportation in our constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, through you, the people of Balaka Mulunguzi constituency are asking the Honorable Minister of Transport and Public Works to construct a tarmac road from Balaka to Shire North via Nkaya Trading Center. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have a World Bank funded irrigation scheme that needs an upgrade to its canals. Using our CDF, we are going to upgrade the canals and also install a center pivot irrigation system on 210 hectares of land that we have available. We intend to make Shire North the agricultural hub of the entire Balaka Mulunguzi constituency, because Shire River is our lifeline in eradicating hunger in our constituency. We are also going to purchase a farm tractor, plows, harrows, ridges, and trailers to boost commercialization and land preparation. Through mechanized farming, Balaka Mulunguzi constituency will be food secure or food sufficient. Mr. Speaker, sir, through you, the people of Balaka Mulunguzi constituency are asking the Honorable Minister of Agriculture Irrigation and Water Development to construct an ADMAC depot in the constituency, and also consider lowering the prices of seeds, pesticides, and fertilizer. Mr. Speaker, sir, there used to be pipe water in most of the constituencies since the 70s, 80s, and 90s. However, through the years, we lost all that. Currently, we rely on boreholes. Water is scarce in most parts of the constituency. For now, we are going to repair or replace boreholes. However, we intend to bring back pipe water to the constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, just like the government is doing with the Lilongwe Salima Water Project, the people of Balaga Mulunguzi constituency are humbly asking the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Water Development to consider diverting the water from Shira River into our constituency to solve the water scarcity issue for once and for all. Mr. Speaker, sir, we usually have maternity cases and other diseases referred to Balaka District Hospital, Zomba District Hospital, Queen Elizabeth, because we lack the capacity to deal with these issues. The referral hospitals are very far away. We need dentists, opticians, ambulances, mortuaries, as well as mobile clinics. Mr. Speaker, sir, through you, the people of Balaga Mulunguzi constituency are humbly asking the Honorable Minister of Health and Sanitation to upgrade PMB Health Center to a rural hospital, and to also construct a government hospital at Palula to improve the lives of the people at Balaga Mulunguzi constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, girls are dropping out of school due to lack of hostels, flooding rivers, and financial constraints. Using our CDF, we are going to rehabilitate and furnish the hostels at Utale 2 in order to provide accommodation for the students. However, there is a need for a secondary school within the vicinity of Utale 1 or Nkaya to serve the students who are affected due to floods in the Riverizi River during the rainy season. Mr. Speaker, sir, through you, the people of Balaga Mulunguzi constituency are humbly asking the Honorable Minister of Education, Science and Technology to construct a secondary school near Nkaya or Utale 1, hostels at Njerenje and Kankao Community Day Secondary Schools, as well as a technical school at Palula, so that the youth can learn new skills and trades to be financially independent. Mr. Speaker, sir, we desperately need football stadiums for recreational activities in our constituency. The nearest stadium is in Balaka. There is a lot of talent in my constituency. However, we lack the platform from which to showcase it. Mr. Speaker, sir, through you, the people of Balaga Mulunguzi constituency are asking the Honorable Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture to intervene and construct 2 stadiums at Palula and Pimbi to improve sports in our constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have 3 police officers at Utale 1 Police Unit. We do not have a police vehicle at the constituency. Using our CDF, We are going to upgrade our police unit to a police post. However, the people of Balaga Mulunguzi constituency are humbly requesting the Honorable Minister of Homeland Security for a police vehicle, police officers' houses, and more police officers on the ground to beef up security at the railway station and in the constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a brain drain in my constituency. We educate students. They go to universities in Blantyre, Zomba, Lilongwe, Nzuzu. Some even go abroad and overseas. They are doctors, nurses, engineers who would rather stay and work outside our country because we lack modern facilities and amenities in our constituency. There are no employment opportunities, no good roads, no electricity in some areas, poor phone networks, no restaurants, no shopping malls, impassable roads during rainy season, and poor health facilities. Mr. Speaker, sir, we intend to transform the face of Balaga Mulunguzi constituency so that our brothers and sisters can come back and help in the meaningful development of our constituency. For the generations now and also the generations to come, because there is only one Balaga Mulunguzi constituency where we belong and call home. Mr. Speaker, sir, under the proven leadership of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, we will surely develop Balaga Mulunguzi constituency and create jobs for the youth. The 5 billion CDF allocation annually for the next 5 years will definitely transform the face of Balaga Mulunguzi constituency. We will definitely have good roads, reliable and safe water, well-equipped hospitals, adequate schools and stadiums, safe neighborhoods, and also food security at Balaga Mulunguzi constituency. Thanks to the wise leadership of our President, His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you for granting the people of Balaga Mulunguzi constituency an opportunity to speak in this august house. Thanks to you, honorable members of parliament, for listening to me. And also, thanks to the wonderful people of Balaga Mulunguzi constituency for voting for me. God bless you all. God bless Malawi. I submit.
The white people from East.
Thank you. Let's have order. Let's have order. I see point of order. FCP Deputy Whip. What's gone out of order?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to ask a point of order. Is it in order that during question time we can start debating? Is it in order? Because what he is doing is supposed to come during debates according to our standing orders. If we go to our standing orders where it's talking about the maiden speech and everything, it's under debate. Because this was question time. But if it was during debate time, he would have come in and just come and do everything that he wanted to do. So is it in order? You guide, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Let me have order. Thank you, MCP Deputy Whip. It is right in order, and the honorable member from Balaga Mulunguzi seems to know politics very well. I want to take you, Deputy Whip, to standing order, but I want you to go to the definitions. A definition of a maiden speech. What the honorable member did was to take advantage of the time that I gave him to use it for his maiden speech. For your information, a maiden speech means the first speech made in the assembly by a newly elected member. So I don't believe that he has spoken before. He could have used it for the question, but I think he was wise enough to use it as his maiden speech. So I did check on that. I did check on that when he started talking about his maiden speech, and I found that it was in order. And I wanted to congratulate him that he decided to give a maiden speech as his first speech. That's what we all should do. Some of you have not even drafted your maiden speech. I want by the end of this term, everyone should have spoken about their constituencies here. So congratulations, Honorable. I'll now go and take a third question for the Minister. Let's go to Palombe North. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. Of course, this is not Palombe North. This is Mchinji Central East. So I hope, Honorable Speaker, you are going to allow me to continue so that I ask a question to the Honorable Minister. Honorable Speaker, we have one of the oldest schools in my constituency.
Just for the record, Mchinji Central.
Central East.
Central East. Pause there. There was an error. I will give you to speak.
Thank you so much.
But because I had mentioned Palombe North, let me capture him first, then you'll be after him. Allow me to do that.
Thank you.
Let's go to Palombe North first.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving a chance to people of Palombe North constituency to ask supplementary question to Minister of Education. People of TA Kasongo, people of TA Chena would like to ask supplementary question to Minister of Education to consider upgrading Konglon Community Day Secondary School into full boarding secondary school. I submit, Honorable Light Speaker. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Palombe North. Mchinji Central, you have the floor. Central West. East, sorry.
Thank you so much once again, Honorable Speaker, for granting the people of Mchinji Central East constituency so that we ask a question to the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. Honorable Speaker, I would like to make a request to the Honorable Minister to consider rehabilitating Magawa Secondary School, formerly Mchinji Secondary School, which is one of the oldest secondary schools in this country. The school is now in deplorable state, and if it remains as it is, we can forget about achieving quality of education. Hence, I'm appealing to the ministry to consider taking care of this school so that the learning environment should improve. Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Mchinji Central East. Minister of Education.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And if I may say that moving forward, I'll be rather brief in my responses, comprehensive but brief, so that I can cover as many supplementary questions as possible. Salima Central West, to assure the honorable member that I have heard your request for a laboratory. The matter will be investigated and we will consult with you to see how best we can resolve this problem at Matenje Community Secondary School. Kitipa Central, honorable member, you are asking for an increase in the number of teachers at primary level. Honorable member, I couldn't agree with you more. We need to increase the number of primary school teachers to ensure that we reduce the pupil-teacher ratio in order that school teachers to give sufficient attention to our learners. I must add the following, that we are currently employing 1,100 secondary school teachers this year. That money is in the budget. The adverts have been issued, and I'm encouraging honorable members in the House to encourage their constituents to apply for these jobs, because we need 1,100 secondary school teachers. Baraka Mulunguzi was a maiden speech, but in there he did raise issues of secondary schools at Utali 1 and at Nkaya, hostels at Kankao. I would like to assure the honorable member, I know the amount of effort he put in order to win that constituency. I'm familiar with that constituency, and I want to take this opportunity to warmly congratulate him for winning that seat. It was tough, but you prevailed. Congratulations, honorable member. But the requests, I could hear you during your campaign promising that you will bring these schools to the constituency, and I would like to make sure that your promises are made true. So we'll work with you to ensure that these schools are provided in this area. Palombe North, I think if I heard the name, it was Kasongo and Nchema. Your request was to ask the ministry to consider upgrading these places to full boarding schools by providing boarding facilities. Honorable member, I did respond to the question from Cholo Goliath about the need for hostels. And in like manner, I would like to assure you that the matters will be investigated, and when found necessary, you will receive our support in providing these hostels. And in Mchinji Central East, the request was for us to consider rehabilitating Magawa Secondary School, which tends to become Mchinji Secondary School. This, as far as I can recollect, is an old secondary school, and it's quite possible that indeed it does require rehabilitation. Our duty is to provide a learning environment that is conducive for teaching and learning, and to make sure that Magawa looks like the modern secondary school that is fit and proper for teaching and learning. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Minister of Education. We now go to question Honour members, I will not, Deputy Leader, just for your noting, I will not call out question 207, because if I do, then it will be scrapped out of the order paper. But the honourable member has a genuine reason why he is not here. So I'll go to question 208, coming from Mulanje Pasani. Mulanje Pasani, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to confirm that the question number 208 appearing on today's order paper was indeed submitted on behalf of the people of Mulanje Pasan under Senior Chief Inkanda. I submit, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Mulanje Pasani, and you look beautiful today and always. Thank you. Honorable Minister of Education.
Thank you, Mr. Right Honorable Speaker. I want to agree with you and also the Honorable Minister of Gender that the Honorable Member for Mulanje Pasani is indeed looking beautiful today. Mr. Speaker, sir, the question from the Honorable Member is to ask the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology whether it is aware that construction of Samson Secondary School stalled following the suspension of USAID funding, and if so, what measures are being taken to complete the project? Right Honorable Speaker, sir, let me thank the Honorable Member of Parliament for Mulanje Pasani for her question. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am very much aware that the construction of USAID funded schools, including Samson CDSS, stalled following the US government's directive to suspend all USAID funded activities across the globe, including Malawi. Mr. Speaker, sir, despite this development, my ministry acknowledges that the completion of this school would greatly improve access to secondary education learners in the area. Currently, the nearest secondary school is approximately 10 kilometers away, compelling many learners to travel long distances every day, and some of them opting for boarding facilities that are not safe. This is against my ministry's policy that a secondary school must not be further than 5 kilometers from every student. Mr. Speaker, sir, following my ministry's assessment of the uncompleted works at Samson CDSS in July 2025, the overall physical progress of works ranged between 26% and 43%, with most structures at ring beam level and electrical tubing partially done. In addition, a good number of construction materials such as sand, coarse aggregate, timber, brick, force wire, tied beams and columns, trusses, purlins and bracings are available on site. Mr. Speaker, sir, as indicated in one of my responses of a similar nature, my ministry proposes to hand over all 17 uncompleted CDSSCs under the SEED project to the respective local councils for completion. I can assure the honorable member that discussions with the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development and the Ministry of Finance are currently underway to effect this handover. I therefore urge the honorable member to take advantage of the progress made and available construction materials by engaging Mulanje District Council to consider incorporating the completion of the school into its development plans and including the completion of the CDSS in the 2026-2027 Constituency Development Fund budget. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much, Minister of Education. Let's go to Chirazu Nyungwe.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for allowing the people of Chiradzuro Nyungwe to ask a supplementary question to the absolutely fantastic Minister of Education. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, mine is a policy question. In Chiradzuro Nyungwe, we have a recently constructed school, which is called Bateman CDSS, under Traditional Authority in Parma. It was opened sometime last year, and next year around there, some of the students are they're looking forward to sit for their JCE examinations. So they, as management, would like to register as a center with MANEB, and they are wondering that in light of the free secondary school education, what is the policy that the ministry has in which they can source funding to be able to pay for the fees to register under MANEB as an examination center? I submit, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Young and bright. Thank you, Chirazo Nyungwe. Let's go to Lilongwe Likuni. My good brother Lilongwe Likuni, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon. I stand to make a supplementary question to the Minister, the able Minister of Education. Sometimes I requested, I had to ask some questions, but he said that they would do the assessment. So I'm standing to ask that when the assessment will be done, because I presented to say people from Unchenche, Kuntulu, Maziro, Ngubi, they are walking a very long distance to CDSS, and Atika and Abutenga Mima Munjira because of the distance. That's what I said, based on the reference. Same applies to Mpingu CDSS. I was told that the assessment will be done. Then we'll get the feedback. People from Mkwenembera, Kwaji Sembwele, although they're working some long distance. So I just want to ask the honorable minister to say, when are they going to be done with the assessment so that my people from Kwangbadarika, Kwangkwangwa, they should get the feedback. I so submit. Thank you very much. Kwaji Sembwele, Kwangbadarika.
Thank you very much. Honourable members, I see most of us, sometimes when you are commenting, including myself, I would want to speak and that's how it should be. But can we do the needful? Because we are restricted. So it has to come from you members to ease up maybe so that you are able to communicate in a language that you feel comfortable with. But it's up to you. And you know what to do. Let's go to Salima Central. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for according the people of Salima Central constituency to seek some policy direction from the Minister of Education. I'm standing this afternoon, Mr. Speaker, sir, asking the Minister of Education, what is the minister doing to increase the number of foundational studies happening in most of primary schools in Malawi and in Salima Central constituency? We are in the very first pilot constituency where we are benefiting from the early grade learning. This is the preschool that is benefiting kids who are 5 years old. I want to find out this program. I know this time around is being taken care by UNICEF, and one time I benefited from the trips that UNICEF engaged some of the members of parliament. I appreciated the early grade learning at Kapatenga Primary School, Kalonga, and Salima LEA. So we have 3 schools in Salima Central constituency. But I hear your ministry wants to do much more than that. I want to know what is the minister doing and how soon do you intend to roll out the program? Because for me, I found that the program is so much beneficial for our little kids, especially those who are preparing to go to primary school. Mr. Speaker, sir, that's my question this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Salima Centro. Minister of Education. Yes, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Let me thank the Honorable Member for Chilazuru Nyungwe for his question. And I would like to assure the Honorable Member that if he came to my ministry on Monday morning, Monday next week, and give us full details of this new school, we will support him in ensuring that it is an examination center under Manebu. So, Honorable Member, be assured that our ministry is there to give you support. The Honorable Member that spoke on my right, I would like to refer to the constituency again correctly. I don't think I have the ability to repeat the word like Kisembwere and things like that. What is the name of the constituency? Sorry? Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Lilongwe for your question. And I would like to indicate that I have taken note of the various issues that you raised. And if you don't mind, Honorable Member, I would like you to put them in writing since they are all new, so that I could then provide you with the necessary and relevant support that the people of your constituency justly deserve. Salima Central, I think the thinking across the African continent is that foundational learning is very important, and that the early years of education matter a lot. And that's why, if you remember that last week, I was hosting a Pan-African conference here in Lilongwe with 34 ministers of education that assembled in Lilongwe to discuss the issue of foundational learning. Now, we have done a pilot. I think we have introduced the class you are talking about. We are calling it a preparatory class, which is absorbing the 5-year-olds in 800 primary schools in the country. But we need that class to be all across the country, everywhere in Malawi. So as soon as we appreciate the implementation and what is needed in those 800 schools, we shall roll out the program throughout the country. So moving forward, if it succeeds, then schooling will start at age 5, not the current age 6, but starting with a class that is preparatory class. The objective is that by the time a child is 10 years old, he should be able to read and write and also do mathematics effectively, so that when they grow in the other years, it is a question of now acquisition of more knowledge, not learning to read or write. So that is what foundational learning is about, is to remove what is known as learning poverty. In Africa, most of our children reach standard 4 and they can't read and they can't write and they can't do mathematics. We are now concentrating on those early years to ensure that, sorry to speak, Chichewa, Madam, Mr. Speaker, Madam Poyamba, we need to make sure that the foundation is solid in order for them to be successful students throughout up to university. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Indeed, Mayor Poyamba. Honorable Minister, we are now moving to question 225. I don't know if you have responses for these questions ready. I thought they all come under your ministry. If you have them, then we can conclude them. Press your switch on your mic. Oh. Yes or no, Minister?
I am done with the current questions. The plan was that the leader would go for another minister, and then mine can come tomorrow or some other day. Thank you, sir.
No, that's in order. Deputy Leader?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, sir. At this point, may I guide that we attend to government business, ministerial statement, which is government business. This is item 4, sub-item 2, government business from the Honorable Minister of Gender, Children, Disability, and Social Welfare to present a statement on the Community Development Month CDM initiative. I submit, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Honorable Deputy Leader, you'll have to ask for a motion to vary. Yes, President.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, sir. I therefore rise to move a motion that we vary all relevant standing orders to allow government present business as per item 4, sub-item 2. I beg to move, Honorable Speaker. Munatipasa. Sinabwezi.
I should. I think Salima, you want to mfuna mpasana? You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. It's a matter of procedure, and that today being a private members' day, and that we seem not to have business, want to yield now back to government. Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Sir. I beg to move.
Thank you. Honorable members, we have a motion that today being private members' day, it now be given to government for government business. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried.
Thank you very much. And as government, let us appreciate that gesture from the honorable member, and through you, Right Honorable Speaker, sir. I therefore would want to move that to move a motion that government tackles item 4, sub-item 2 under government business. I beg to move.
Thank you, Deputy Leader. Honourable members, we have a motion. The motion is to vary today's order paper in order to tackle government business, item 4.2, that the Honourable Minister of Gender, Children and Disability and Social Welfare to present a statement on the Community Development Month initiative. I now put the question. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried.
Item 4, government business. 2, the Honorable Minister of Gender, Children, Disability and Social Welfare to present a statement on the Community Development Month, CDM initiative.
Honorable Minister of Gender.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to deliver my statement. It is an honor to stand before this August House to deliver this ministerial statement on the Community Development Month CDM initiative, a reform area that my ministry is implementing to revive the self-help spirit at the community level. Mr. Speaker, the initiative aims to reduce overdependency on assistance from government and development partners for activities that communities can undertake or partly undertake on their own. It is also aimed at improving efficiency in the utilization of resources through enhanced stakeholder coordination and collaboration. In addition, the initiative contributes to the aspirations of Malawi 2063 by promoting mindset change, self-reliance, wealth creation, and a positive attitude towards development. This is in line with the government's development agenda, spearheaded by His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, the President of the Republic of Malawi. First, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me not overemphasize that self-help spirit has declined substantially over the past 2 decades. As a result, dependence on government and development partners for material and financial assistance has increased. This decline has significantly reduced community participation in identifying, implementing, and sustaining their own development initiatives. Consequently, communities have found it increasingly difficult to spearhead development at individual, household, and community levels. Today, many communities are no longer maintain their own roads, bridges, schools, or protect catchment areas affected by soil erosion unless they first receive financial or material support. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is against this background that the government approved the introduction of the Community Development Month initiative as a reform measure aimed at improving the implementation, ownership, and sustainability of community development programs by rejuvenating the self-help spirit and strengthening stakeholder collaboration. The implementation of the initiative contributes towards the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, the National Community Development Policy, and the aspirations of Malawi 2063, particularly under the enablers of mindset change, human capital development, and environmental sustainability. Mr. Speaker, sir, you may wish to note that government designated the month of May as Community Development Month. During this period, government, traditional leaders, community members, religious leaders, development partners, civil society organizations, members of parliament, councillors, the media, and the general public come together to contribute knowledge, ideas, skills, labor, materials, and financial resources towards the implementation of community development projects. Mr. Speaker, sir, although May is designated as Community Development Month, implementation of projects is not limited to that period alone. Projects requiring more than 1 month continue until completion, while those whose implementation is seasonal, such as afforestation, are undertaken at the appropriate time of the year. This means that depending on the nature of projects identified by communities, Community Development Month activities are implemented throughout the year. Mr. Speaker, capacity building remains a key component of the initiative. Activities include leadership training for area development committees, ADCs, and village development committee, VDCs, community sensitization and training in nutrition, childcare, home management, including cooking demonstrations, the much demanded Nkomya Wapabanja, entrepreneurship, integrated homestead farming, population education, climate change, disaster risk management, sexual and reproductive health, management of village savings and loans groups, adult education and lifelong learning, gender, and other development-related areas. Mr. Speaker, since the introduction of the Community Development Month initiative, a total of 11,764 projects have been implemented across the country. These include the rehabilitation and construction of roads, community-based child care centers, under-5 clinics, teachers' houses, classroom blocks, home surveillance assistance houses, bridges, toilets in community hospitals and primary schools, irrigation schemes, catchment conservation, waste management, and awareness campaigns on gender-based violence, community nutrition, teenager pregnancies, financial literacy, village savings and loans group, hygiene, and sanitation. Mr. Speaker, sir, the initiative has continued to contribute to national development through strong collaboration among council management, area development committees, village development committees, members of parliament, councillors, community members, and development partners. In the 2026-2027 financial year, Mr. Speaker, districts have planned 7,841 community development month initiative projects, representing a 59% increase, demonstrating the growing adoption of self-help spirit by communities. Mr. Speaker, sir, the impact of the initiative is evident across the country. Communities under traditional leaders, particularly Traditional Authority Kapichi and Maganiza Mulenga in Tiolo, Traditional Authority Nsomba in Mulanje, Senior Traditional Authority Chowe, and Traditional Authorities in Makanjira and Nankumba in Mangochi, all traditional authorities in Kasungu, Nchisi, and in Chinji, and Traditional Authority Kosolo in Inko, Simberwa, and Zimba have rehabilitated earth roads and conserved forests through community mobilization. In Nzimba district, Traditional Authority Chindi mobilized the resources to construct one health surveillance assistance house, two teachers' houses, and one classroom block, while Traditional Authority Mtwalo mobilized 7,200,000 kwacha for the maintenance of classroom block roofs. In Chitipa district, Traditional Authority Maulambia contributed 40,100,000 kwacha towards the construction of the Ishalikira Community Hall, and 15 million for a junior primary school block and 2 teachers' houses. Traditional Authority Mwene Misuku contributed 17 million kwacha towards the construction of houses for a community nurse and a secondary school teacher. In Karonga district, Traditional Authority Makaboko contributed 20 million towards the construction of 2 teachers' houses at Mayoka Community Day Secondary School, while Traditional Authority Kiripula contributed 11,200,000 towards the construction of a house for a health surveillance assistant. Mr. Speaker, these are only a few examples of the many community development month projects being implemented across the country, where communities are mobilizing local resources to improve infrastructure, expand access to essential services, and promote sustainable community development. The successful implementation of the Community Development Month initiative requires adequate financial resources. Communities contribute labor, locally available materials, and financial resources ranging from 20 to 100% of the project cost, depending on the nature of the project. However, some projects, such as the construction of bridges and the roofing of school blocks, require additional financial support beyond the capacity of communities. Such projects require complementary support through the District Development Fund, DDF, the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, and the development partners working in the respective districts. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to commend the government under the leadership of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika for increasing the Constituency Development Fund to 5 billion kwacha. This significant increase will greatly support the implementation of the Community Development Month initiative by providing much-needed resources for community-driven development projects and ensuring that more projects are successfully completed. Successful implementation of the Community Development Month initiative requires the collective commitment of all stakeholders. I, therefore, wish to make a sincere appeal to honorable members of this august House to champion this initiative in your respective constituencies by mobilizing communities, encouraging active participation, and supporting self-help development activities. Your leadership and commitment will inspire communities to take ownership of their own development and contribute meaningfully to the achievement of Malawi's development aspirations. Kutengako khasu aphungu a nyumba ya malamulo kulima naonse wanthu kumudzi. I also call upon councillors, traditional leaders, faith leaders, the private sector, civil society organizations, development partners, the media, and the general public to join hands with government and revive the self-help spirit that has always defined our communities. Together, we can mobilize our people, utilize our local resources, and build resilient and self-reliant communities. Mr. Speaker, sir, let us all reaffirm our commitment to working together to transform our communities through self-help, cooperation, and collective responsibility. Together we can build a more prosperous, inclusive, and self-reliant Malawi without leaving anyone behind. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister of Gender. Honorable, you are on the mic, you are on the air, and you have been captured. Honorable members, we'll take questions if there's any after we come from health break. I suspend the House for health break, and we'll be back at 16:11. House suspended.